Okay, here we are back in Legends of Heroes, and this time we're going to be doing things a little differently because we'll cover this one. Yeah. Anyway, Lost Kitten. So, client is Ida, pay 500 mirror, difficulty low, I'm looking for my lost kitten, please meet me on the cafe terrace, Ida. So, that's right over here. There she is. What am I ever to do? Those bracers will show up sometime soon. Did I hear you say you're looking for a couple of bracers? Yes, that's right. Does this mean you are they? It sure does. Even that handsome young man, too? That's right, myself included. Ah, I thought she was talking about me. Oh, what a pleasant surprise this is. There certainly seem to be a lot of people with the name Bracer these days. Does this mean you are brother and sister, or something like that? You know, that's gotta be it. When people have the same name, it usually means they're family. I guess that's kind of how it is for us. Estelle, I think this lady has no idea what bracers are. She seems to have mistaken the word bracer for somebody's name. You can't be serious. May I ask what the two of you are whispering to each other about? It'll be a pain to explain all this to her, so let's just go along with what she says. I'll try. You seem to be troubled over something, ma'am. My goodness, you're such a cute little dumpling, you catch on quick. Young boys are so considerate. Hey, are you really distressed, or are you just trying to flirt with someone who's way too young for you? Oh, that's right, I am. I'm so distressed. My little Errol hasn't come home. I carelessly dozed off here at the cafe and she vanished. From the sound of it, she darted for freedom. And who is Errol, exactly? My little kitten, she's so snugly lovely. Oh, and if I might add, it's not just her face that's cute, it's her personality as well. What's the color of your kitten's fur? Let me think for a moment. Maybe it's like the color of the evening sun in autumn, shining down upon a field of wheat. Tannish. I think she's just out running around somewhere, so if you find her, please bring her back. Understood, we'll start by looking for her outdoors. If we find her, we'll come back and report to you. I'll be waiting right here for you. Good luck, Mr. and Miss Bracer. Oh, we got a scene. Look. And I can't see where it ran. Joshua, is that cat? Looks like the one the lady was looking for. I'm certain that's the one. We'd better hurry up and catch it. So, did it come down here? There it is. Look, it's that cat again. Get back here. This is just like back at the Purzel farm. Seems like we're doing a lot of chasing these days. Wish I could grow up now, etc., etc. I was kind of expecting the cat to have gone into the sewer or something. And this thing's starting to piss me off. There's that cat again. Estelle, wait a minute. Maybe that kitten is trying to... Oh no, it's getting away. Went towards the chapel. Let's hurry and catch it. Here we go again. The cat's crying out, "Sanctuary, sanctuary," and we have to take it back to its owner. There's nowhere left to run, little kitty. It's time to be caught. Daring to escape out the window? This was back here. Something just went upstairs. It's going fugitive on us, I bet. Be a good kitty and surrender. Stay right there like that and... jump. Estelle, don't corner her like that. What do you intend to tell her if the owner... what do you intend to tell her owner if she takes a dive off the terrace? I know that, but it's not like there's any other way to catch her. Come here, Errol. That's right, this way. I'm sorry the big bad Estelle scared you like that. Jerk. Come on, let's go back and see your owner. That's a good girl, Errol. Alright, let's go. Your owner's waiting for you. And it saves me the trouble of walking back. And that's pretty much everything that happened. I'm pretty sure that Errol was on her way back to see you from the beginning. Each time we saw her, she had been walking toward the cafe. Now that you mention it, that does seem like what happened. There's a chance that because of us, she ended up coming back this late. Oh, don't be silly. You two brought her back safe and sound. I'm really grateful to the both of you. Especially you, Mr. Bracer. You are just the cat's meow. I'll take that as a compliment. You're blushing, Joshua. I'd sure like to put a collar on you. Then you'd be perfect. I apologize, but we're going to need to get back to it and report to the guild. Have a nice day. See you later. Yes, I hope to be seeing a lot more of Mr. Bracer. Quick, let's get away from the crazy cat lady. And I feel sorry for any other cat feline victims she picks up along the way. So we got 500 Mira and 2 BP. Current rank, Junior Bracer, 8th class. Good work. It seems like you completed your objective without any trouble. Finishing other jobs, etc., etc. And I'm going to put a break here, so I'll see you in a second. Okay, picking up from where I left off, I am going to accept this quest, but I'm actually going to go on the main story path, since now that I've accepted this, this is unavoidable. Client Bracer Guild, pay 1,000 Mir, difficulty medium. A ferocious monster known as a Rhinocider has been spotted roving the Elise Highway. Bracers from this branch are requested to deal with this threat immediately. So, can I pick up? I can't get a slot. I'm a little short. Yeah, there's nothing here. Okay, that was a bit of a waste of time. I need one more error, and then I can unlock one of Joshua's slots. But let's go to the hotel. Vern, I was wondering if I could ask you something. Is it true that people from the magazine company are staying here? Well, you're certainly right about that. Do you have some business with them? Actually, we're here representing the guild to cooperate with them on getting a story. Really, is that so? And I regret to inform you that both of them are out at the moment. Oh, well, do you know where they went? That reporter fellow said something about heading over to the bar. How about you try asking there? The bar, got it, thanks. We appreciate the help. I hope this isn't like that Final Fantasy VIII segment where you have to track down, Raiden. Hopefully they're just right here. Huh? Who are you supposed to be? Are you perhaps the reporter from the Liberal News? That's right, but how do you know that? I gain the scoop on things, but I hate when people try and pry into my life. Well, isn't that a bit hypocritical for a reporter? What business do you have with me? We're here representing the Bracer Guild. We were told that you had requested an escort. Oh, so you finally come, have you? I've been waiting forever for you guys to show up. So, where's Cassius Bright? Well, the thing is, he had another job come up, so he's not even in Roland. What? I came all the way here so I could get a story on the famous Bracer. Crap, what a waste of a trip this turned out to be. I don't get what you're so disappointed about, but there's no need for you to get your boxers in a bunch. We've got you covered. I guess I don't have much of a choice. You'll have to do. Wait, what did you say? Don't get your boxers in a bunch? No, though, we've got you covered, Bart. What do you mean by that? It's just like Joshua said, we're your representative bracers. Oh, and here's a referral. Hand over the guild referral. Hey, this has got to be some kind of bad joke. Are you trying to tell me that you little brats are bracers? Kick his ass, Estelle. Brats? Is that how you're supposed to address a lady? What do you mean, lady? There's nothing sexy about you in that outfit. If you don't like my assessment, then how about slipping into a skirt and acting like all the other girls your age? Kick his ass, Estelle. This clothing is specifically designed for those who wield a staff, and this looks like a skirt too. Are you blind? You're such a rude old man. Who are you calling an old man? I'm still in my 20s, damn it. So yep, that's what smoking does to you. Getting back to business, sir. The fact is, we were dispatched by the guild. I'd be more than happy to introduce you to someone else, but I don't know when they'll be free. Can't extend the deadline any longer. Guess I've got no other alternatives. Alright, rejoice you kids. I'm going to have to leave this up to you. What a generous old man you are. Easy, Estelle. I'm Joshua, and this here is Estelle. And you are... I'm Niall Burns, ace reporter for the Liberal News. Though we won't be working long together, I hope you'll do a good job. I'll be grateful when this is all over, too. By the way, where exactly is it that you want us to guide you to? The way I see it, you need a trusty guide because you're headed somewhere dangerous, right? Right, my destination is the Esmelius Tower. I'm sure you've heard of it before. Huh, that's it? Not only have we heard of it, but we went there on a job not too long ago. Well, this may just work out after all. So, really what I want you to do is guide us to the tower roof. I want to get a picture for the magazine. Well, aren't you the thrill seeker? And those dogs are pissing me off. By us, do you mean that someone else is coming along too? Yeah, I've got my camera woman with me. Just something about her orbital camera not working right, so she took off to the orbital factory. But she should have been back by now. If you're in a hurry, then wouldn't it be a good idea to head over there now? No doubt you're going to take off once you get your story. You're going to take off to get your story once you meet up with your partner, right? Well, that's true. Alright then, let's head straight to the tower once we pick up my partner from the orbital factory. Wait, anything but that. I'll do anything you ask. Just give me back my camera. It's worth more to me than my life. This is a problem. What should I do about this, Dad? You're the one who took the job, so you're the one who has to deal with it. What's all the fuss about? Could this person be... That's her, alright. Hey, Dorothy, how long are you going to keep me waiting? Niall, you came here just at the right time. Please, help me out here. What did you do this time? You didn't waste all your money, so now you don't have enough for repairs, did you? That's amazing. How did you guess? Are you like clairvoyant or something? When you do the same thing that many times, even an idiot would know what's going on. Do you know this person? Sorry to ask this, but can I get you to pay the repair costs? Fine, but I'll need you to write it off as a business expense. How much? Let's see. Decorative clock and the repairs together are 2,000 Mira. Holy crap. Hold on. I can understand the repairs, but what's the deal with the decorative clock? Well, I was looking around the store while doing the repairs, and I saw a pretty clock, and when I picked it up, it broke. I'm glad we can write it off as a business expense. How wonderful is that? That kind of amount is not going to be covered. Crap, it looks like I'm going to have to pay out of my own pocket and get my money back later. Here's your 2,000 Mira. And this is your receipt. This is an unbelievably awkward combination if I've ever seen one. No doubt about that. But the fact that he'll pay out of his pocket for someone means he's probably pretty nice to work under. Sorry to keep you waiting, kids. Had to take care of a little trouble. Who are these kids, Niall? They're the Brazers who will be acting as our escorts and guides. They'll be taking the place of Cassius Bright, with whom we'd originally made arrangements. These young kids are... I'm Estelle, it's nice to meet you. And I'm Joshua. So it's Estelle and Joshua, is it? You may be young, but you seem reliable. I'm Dorothy Hyatt. I'm the new camerawoman for the Liberal News. At the moment, I'm trained under Niall. Why did I get stuck babysitting this blockhead of a girl? That damn editor-in-chief. I'm guessing she's his niece or something? Relax, relax. Something good will come out of this soon enough. You're one to talk. Never mind, just forget it. Now that we've got everyone together, how about we go and get our story? Our destination is the Esmelius Tower, right? Alright, let's go. Right on. So we have to head right back up to where we were before. And we have 4 people. I wonder if a back attack counts if they get hit. got that treasure chest, damn it. Okay, so in that battle I found out that Dorothy has an ability that she can use during the battle, and I think it inflicts blind on the enemy. So, if nothing else, at least I'm getting some fire septith from them. Small consolation. Even though it's wind that I need at the moment. Wow, this tower is really tall. I wonder how many floors it has. Last time we were here, we only made it as far as the 2nd floor. Judged from the scale, I'd say it probably has about 5 or 6. There should be 5, at least that's what it said in a book at home. It was investigated some time ago, but it looks like it was abandoned after that. That reminds me. It seems like there are a number of other towers like this in Liberal. That's correct. There are towers similar to this one in Bose, Rouen, and Zeiss regions. They all seem to have been built around the time that Liberal Kingdom was founded. Is that so? I think I'm starting to feel like history. I'm starting to feel the history already. My job this time is to uncover the truth about them. So, he's going to be playing a bigger part in the story, apparently. Dorothy, give me a few long angle shots of this place. Sure. Here we go. Amazing, is a photographer's personality supposed to change by taking a camera in their hands like that? She certainly looks like a pro. No film? Fell asleep. Ow. That really hurts, Niall. This happens every time you try to take a picture like that. Quit trying to act professional and just give me a shot using your usual style. Oh gosh, she's gonna take a selfie of her in the tower, isn't she? Guess I shouldn't try to tone down my style just to look good. Well, I guess I'll have to do it in my own way. Oh, looking good, looking good. Now that's what I call sexy. What kind of photographer was she? Here we go, say cheese. I don't get it. Why is she doing that when she's not taking photos of a person? Somehow it seems natural for her. She says she can see the expression of the scenery, whatever that's supposed to mean. And believe it or not, she takes some pretty breathtaking pictures acting all ridiculous like that. I guess it could be considered a certain type of genius. That's kind of borderline insane, though. Oh, people are sure never what they seem to be. Okay, I'm all done here. Alright then, let's get inside. We're headed for the roof. I'm counting on you two greenhorns. Leave it to us. We won't let any monsters lay a single paw on you. Please make sure to keep close behind us. So, let's see if the monsters have changed since we were last here. So those monsters can deal a lot of damage, but they can't actually take a lot. Anyway, let's peek over here real quick. So it just goes in a big circle. Chest, we gotta get that. And that type of monster is probably the most annoying one I've seen yet. I'm going to try to avoid them in the future. There wasn't a good payoff for fighting him, and he's more effort than he's worth. I think I'm okay. Found a tear ball. You already got the treasure, don't be greedy. But being greedy is fun. And I think that's it for this floor. 4th floor. Only one way to go this time. found knitted shoes. You already took everything I had to offer. What more do you want? So that's a 5-point increase and also increases her movement range. No, I don't want to fight him. Okay, I thought he disappeared if you ran away, but no. Chest over there, so we gotta go back. How many of them are there? Tear ball. The chest mocks you with its emptiness. And I'm just running away from the fights. Not worth the fight 'em. Not worth. So I need hers. Monsters appeared. Crap.
Come on!
Here's hoping they don't hit too hard. Holy shit. And I need to heal him stat. Okay, just when I thought I couldn't get any worse. Art, tier, Nile. Gotta be playing it safe and cast heal on Estelle. And let's try Soul Blur. Should die before you complete the channel. And hopefully I'm not in explosion radius. jacking the turn here to get a 7 bonus.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Okay, level up. Still learned Hurricane. And wow. We found a tin staff. Apparently someone already looted this chest. Now, who could that be? I don't know, but he must have done it in a very heroic style. So, 7 more power. That will help. And I also got my EP restored, which is even nicer. Now I need to find the other staircase. And I'd rather run away. Potluck in a shell. You might ask yourself how long that potluck has been in this chest and if you feel lucky. Only one way to find out, down the hatch. That's the chest we already looted. And is there any significance to this tree? At least yet. Anyway, rooftop. What's the worst that could happen? Boss fight, perhaps? Wow, it's bright out here. Looks like we finally made it to the rooftop. When you look at the beautiful scenery, now this is something else. It looks like we'll be able to get a better shot than I originally anticipated. That's the thing I was telling you about earlier. Wonder what that's supposed to be exactly. Looks like a giant ornament-operated cauldron, if you ask me. According to my sources, it's some sort of ancient device. Although nobody seems to know what exactly it's used for. Hey Joshua, do you know something like this was up here? Joshua? It's no use hiding. I think it'd be wise to come out where we can see you. Huh? Please don't hurt me. I'll come out already. I'm coming out right now. Who's this guy? Somebody arrived before we did, huh? What a surprise that was. Nice find, Joshua. And you are? I apologize. Please forgive me. I'll give you every last mirror I have. Please spare my life. Okay, I'll take it. Look here, buddy. Please don't mistake us for robbers or something weird. You do recognize this emblem, don't you? Stella showed her guild emblem. Wait, isn't that the Bracer Guilds? So you're trying to tell me that you're Bracers? In the flesh. I'm Estelle, and this is Joshua. We're here as reporters for the Liberal News. We're having these to provide our escort so we can get our coverage on the tower. I'm relieved to hear that. Please don't ever scare me like that again. The fact that you came up here like that made me suspicious of you all. Look who's talking, you seem quite like the suspicious fellow yourself. Do you mind telling us who you are exactly? I apologize for my belated introduction. My name is Alba, and I am an archaeologist. I came here to investigate the tower in order to further my research of ancient civilizations. All alone? I'm surprised you made it here in one piece. Somewhat, but actually I've grown accustomed to investigating rooms like these. You see, I've got a lot of confidence in my ability to flee from monsters if need be. Me too. Well, this time I found myself in a bit of a pickle. You are one crazy scholar, if you ask me. However, being an archaeologist means that you're familiar with the tower's origins, right? Well, more than the average person, anyway. Since I have only just begun my investigation, there are still a lot of things I don't know myself. That's fine, but is there anything interesting you can tell us about this place? That'll be used for an article. Let's see. What, has everyone heard of the Septarians before? I think Father Divine maybe said something about that before. You mean the 7 treasures endowed with power and bestowed upon the ancients by Ideals, right? That's exactly what I'm referring to. It seems these ancients ruled the earth, seas, and skies using the powers of these treasures. It has also been written that they were even able to unlock the secrets of time and life. Approximately 1,200 years ago, when this ancient civilization was destroyed by a mysterious calamity, these Septarians were also lost. That is the legend also recorded in the scriptures of the Septian Church. But what does that have to do with this tower? Part of the legend states that one of the Septarians slumbers somewhere within Liberl. Its name? The Oriole. The Oriole. The word certainly has a strange ring to it. If the legend is really true, I figured I might be able to find some clues here at the tower, since it's one of the oldest ruins in all of Liberl. So I came out to investigate. Ah, what an inspiring story. It is, isn't it? You can feel my passion for things of antiquity, right? This is splendid. I am overjoyed that there's someone else who understands the way I feel. So, did you find any clues that you were looking for? I'm still working on that part. If I figure out how this device works, I might be onto something. I think it's an interesting story, but as it stands, it's a speculative one. From what you've told me, I'm sorry to say it wouldn't fly as an article. I see, that's extremely disappointing to hear. I'm surprised myself. Contrary to my expectations, you are serious about the articles you write. That's because I can't write articles based on uncertain news sources. We may run the occasional gossip column, but it's the policy of the liberal news to verify our information. That aside, let's get what we came here for, shall we? And I kind of want to make a major media joke, but I'll hold back. Dorothy, I want you to get several panorama shots of the Roland region. Everything else, I'll leave up to your aesthetic touch. Now get out there and give me some good pictures. Understood. Your apprentice Dorothy Hyatt is ready for action. And as for you, Mr. Archaeologist, how about heading back to town with us when we're done here? These 2 kids may look like a couple of brats, but they do a pretty fine job as escorts. See about the way you said that makes me feel like it wasn't a compliment. If it's alright with you to have me along, then that's far more than I could ask for. Then I guess it's decided. So how about we take a break until Dorothy finishes getting her shots? Who has a deck of cards when you need one? At least she's not saying anything weird this time. Wow, the view is great from here. From this height I can see all of Roland. With scenery this good, if someone turned this place into a tourist spot, they'd make a boatload of Mira. Yeah, you're probably right about that. What's wrong? You look a little pale. I can't hide anything from you, can I? After we stepped on the roof, I just started feeling a little woozy. Are you going to be okay? Yeah, I think I'll be alright once I get a bit of fresh air. I don't think the air gets any fresher than you're getting right now, but why don't you make the best of this opportunity and have a look around yourself? But broadening one's knowledge during a time like this is all part of being a bracer. If you come across anything of interest, then you can tell me about it later, alright? Sometimes you can be such a smooth talker, you know that? Alright, I'll have a look around. If you start feeling any worse, you let me know, okay? Sure. Let's start by talking to him. How are you feeling, Joshua? Still a bit woozy. I'll be resting here a little longer. And we'll talk to the weirdo with the camera if I can find her. There she is. Oh, Estelle, this place is wonderful, isn't it? I'm even starting to wonder if the number of photo courses is going to be enough. Scenery sure is great like you say. By the way, what's a photo quartz? It's an ultra-thin crystal circuit fabricated from septium. It's set up so you can take a photograph by burning it with light. That's just what I'd expect from a cameraman, someone who knows the tools of the trade. That reminds me, what's the deal with Joshua? Says he's getting some fresh air. Raven-haired young man staying silently in the flowing breeze. I think I could take a really good picture with that kind of setting. Think he'd let me snap a shot of him if I asked? Doesn't seem to be a fan of that kind of stuff. I think he'd probably turn you down. What a waste. He's probably just shy, right? Oh man, the taste of a cigarette is wonderful. First I wasn't in the mood to come do a story in a rural place like Roland, but sometimes these types of places aren't so bad. If you want to be rude like that, then maybe you shouldn't have come at all. No can do, this is a direct order from the editor-in-chief to teach that blockhead girl a thing or two. Otherwise I'd be all over the kingdom searching for the latest scoop right now. When you say scoop, don't you just mean gossip for your next article? Not that I have anything against gossip, but reportage is predominantly greater. And in that sense, the place that has my interest piqued is Beauce. Beauce region? Did something happen there? A number of large burglaries have taken place one after another. The identity of the criminals is unknown, but it seems as though the group has a pair of wings. Wings? Oh, I see an airship, right? What are they, sky bandits or something? That seems to be the most logical conclusion. But there's also the possibility that this could be an imitative deception by the European Empire. What? That's impossible. We're supposed to have a peace treaty with them. Sure, but the Empire incurred some heavy losses during the war 10 years ago. They can't do much now that every other nation on the continent has their eye on them, but could be a way to get back at us. That said, nobody really knows for sure, which is why our job as reporters is to bring these things to light. And let's talk to the archaeologist. Oh, hi there. Estelle, was it? Is your partner feeling alright? Yeah, he just wants to get some fresh air. I see, there's certainly a nice breeze up here, isn't there? I wanted to say, however, I'm impressed that both of you are bracers at such a young age. If I remember correctly, one must be at least 16 years of age to qualify to become a bracer, right? You sure know your stuff. That's right, I'm exactly 16 myself. How nice it is to be young. There are limitless possibilities at that age. If I were about 10 years younger, I'd solve the mysteries of all these ancient ruins across the entire continent with these very hands. The entire continent, huh? That's a pretty tall order. Which means you're not from Liberal, right? No, I was born in the north. But just for the record, I'm not from Arabia. You don't have to worry about that. Although I hate war with a passion, that hatred isn't directed at the people of the Empire. You lost someone dear to you. Yeah, my mother. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring up any painful memories. It's okay, it happened more than 10 years ago. And since then there's been a new addition in the family. Oh, so you mean that boy over there? Yeah, he's like a little brother. Although he's probably trying to act more like an older brother. Wonder why I'm telling you all of this. Usually this isn't the kind of thing a person tells others. It's perfectly fine. Aren't good relations such a wonderful thing? And let's go talk to Joshua. Are you feeling sick, Joshua? No, I'm much better. It should be good to head back whenever everybody's ready. I'm relieved to hear that. Let's brought this all on anyway. I doubt it was a lack of oxygen in the tower because the rest of us are alright. Maybe it was a sudden fear of heights. I don't think so. Estelle, Joshua. And that dog is pissing me off. Are you finished taking pictures? You bet I am, and I got a lot of good ones too. Then it looks like we're done here. How about we head back to town? Alright, greenhorns, lead the way. Kind on you, children. Do we have to walk out of the tower, or are we getting warped? Yay, free warp. Thank you so much for escorting me back here. This is the first time I've ever been able to make it back from some ruins without being chased or bitten or... I don't even know how to begin to express my appreciation. You don't need to thank us, it's our duty as bracers. I think you'd be better off hiring some bracers to begin with next time you go off to investigate some ruins. My head says yes, but my wallet says no. Try and save up a bit, though. Well, have a wonderful day, and I hope we can all meet again. I think it's about time we said goodbye as well. I think I was a bit nervous at first, but you kids did a fine job. Let me just say thank you to the both of you. That's what I like to call raw skill. Now don't get all cocky on me. The bracers I know would make you two look like fledglings, not ready to leave the nest. You're going to need to work harder. I'll try to remember that. So are you two headed back to the company soon? Nah, we're going to spend a day or so relaxing here in Roland. I need to write up a rough draft for some articles and such. I'll head over to the Orbital Factory and get these photographs developed. Take it easy, you two, and don't break any clocks. I guess this is the last of the jobs we got from Dad. They were much tougher than I thought they'd be. I agree with you there. I feel like I have a greater awareness now than what it means to be a bracer. it's not just about fighting for justice. There you go again, saying all the right things. But yeah, I guess I get where you're coming from. Seems like we've got a long road ahead of us if we want to succeed in this profession. For the time being, why don't we report to the guild? Sounds like a good idea. Oh, before we go, how are you doing? Still not feeling well? Thanks for asking, but I'm feeling a lot better. And I'm going to put a break here, and then we'll come back to wrap things up. Okay, picking up from where I left off, I went shopping because a couple things were brought to my attention, and it's changed my plans slightly. There is an achievement for getting all of the weapons, so you can see I picked up the kunai for Joshua. I also picked up the pile rod for Estelle, even though I already have something better than it. And there is a missable item that I actually walked past, so we are going to head to go get that. Now, the drawback is that monster that I was in no rush to face will be waiting for us, and as you can imagine, he is not going to be happy. So I'm going to swap out defense for attack. And that boss should be somewhere around here. Right there. You can see that if you want to go into the forest, you have to kill it. So, commence extermination. Okay, this is Estelle's turn. I just gave her the fire move. We're going to go ahead and cast it. Wow, that hurts. I wish she would go next so that I could have Josh heal, or her heal off of that, but well. Let's try Soul Blur. Going to lob another firebolt. And it looks like you can actually take this guy down pretty easily just with magic spam. Okay, this might kill him. And that's the guild mission out of the way.
Let's move out.
So, swapping this out so I can be defensive once again. And before I forget, I also need to cast Tear. Okay, now I don't know where exactly the chest I'm looking for is, but we're going to find it. And unfortunately that does detail going back into the forest where those monsters are. Don't want to bother with the monsters, so I'm just going to run away whenever given the chance. Rhinociders are weak to water, so Aqua Bleed is doing a number on them, and I think this is the chest. hide jumpsuit, so indeed it is. The chest is oh so very empty. And on that note, let's take a look at what this actually does. I guess ADF is art defense, but a big improvement over my leather vest at the moment, so still is going to be a real solid tank for the near future. And I want to make sure I got all 3 bear claws. I wasn't really counting, to be honest. Yes. And it turns out the pine plants still have their self-destruct move, so that's something to watch out for. But now I'm going to go complete the quest at the guild, and then we can move on to the next mission where we actually have to come here as part of the story. And we're out. So I was rotating the camera. So as I was saying, if you can follow where I was going, you can pick up the hide jumpsuit on your own. But I don't know if that's a glitch at the moment, but once you do the next mission, actually even just take on the next mission, it disappears. We might have been intended to pick that up during the medical run for the priest, but I was in such a rush I didn't go that far in, and if I hadn't learned about it, I would have missed that item right there. And that means you also missed the hidden text. Okay, time to report in. And anyone else getting a bad feeling about this? Oh, Estelle and Joshua. Shira, what are you doing here? This is a rare occasion. You're usually out and about. Just finished the jobs I took over for your father, and I was reporting to the guild. So you finished your load too, huh? Somehow or other, I guess. I heard from Ina that you guys aren't doing too bad yourselves. I guess everything I went through to train you two amounted to something. We're grateful too. Well, I guess I'll report in as well then. Go ahead, let's hear what you got. So, that's 2,000 Mira for us and an extra 4 BP. We're still 8th class. Good work, you two. How about you, Charizard? Don't you think they've done a fine job? For a bunch of newbies, you did an average job. But you should be satisfied with that level of work. Especially you, Estelle. You're always the first to get on that high horse of yours. Okay, I get it already. Great work, all of you. I'm surprised that we were able to fill the work gap left by Cassius so quickly. I wonder if we'll be able to relax for a bit now. I don't know, I can imagine the downtime might be a bit of a drag. Well, that won't be a problem since there are plenty of other small jobs like patrolling the roads and exterminating monsters. It's been a while since I've been able to take a break. Alright, it's time for my reward. I'm gonna go drink until I can't drink anymore tonight. Estelle, Joshua, you two join me as well. We have to watch you get plastered and make a fool of yourself? Oh, so what you're saying is you're turning down my invitation. You've got a lot of nerve to do something like that to your mentor. What am I supposed to say? Your drinking habits are intolerable. You cause a ruckus, dance like a maniac, and try to strip in public. Agreed. It's pretty embarrassing. Charizard, just where do you think you're going to take these underage kids? Come on, the alcohol is what makes things interesting. But if you're so against coming along with me, then I don't need you, Estelle. Really? Yep. Instead, I'll have Joshua make up for your absence. Why me? Shira? Now hold on a minute. Joshua, you look like you'll make a fine companion. Whether we're talking booze or something else behind closed doors, I'll help break you in. Break me in? Alright, you big pervert, Joshua. Why are you drooling like that? It's not what you think? We've got a major problem. Mayor Klaus? Estelle, Joshua, and Charizard, am I glad to see you? Saved by the bell. What's wrong, sir, and why are you in such a hurry? This is terrible. My home. Disaster. It's gone. What? Alright, calm down, Mayor Klaus. Take a deep breath and let it out. Apparently it seems as though my house was robbed while I was out. What? That's not being calm at all, Estelle. I had something to speak with Father Divine about, so I was over at the chapel, and when I came home it was rather odd for no one to greet me at the door, so I looked around and the rooms were in a state of great disarray. Wait, what about your wife and Lita? Don't worry, they're both fine. I found them locked up in the attic room. That's a relief to hear. It's lucky that no harm came to anyone. Won't get us anywhere just sitting around here, so you can take us to the scene of the crime, Mayor Klaus? Absolutely. I appreciate your cooperation. Wish for me, I'm going too. Good idea. We may be able to be of some help. Well, if you insist. Ina, we'll be at the mayor's place investigating the incident. If you have anything come up, just toss it on Bridges' shoulders. I'm sure he's just relaxing at the bar anyway. Yes, I'll do that, and everyone, be careful. So I'm going to put a break as soon as I can move around again, but we'll play out this scene. Wow, this place is an absolute mess. The crooks really tore through here. Look at the safe. The septium, which is supposed to be given to Her Majesty the Queen, has been stolen. I'm really sorry, especially after having you go through all the trouble to bring it here. It's not you who should be apologizing, it's the crooks who are in the wrong. By the way, how are the other rooms in the house? The other rooms for the most part appear to have been left untouched. They're about as messy as the attic room in which my wife and Lita were locked up in. Estelle, Joshua, there's something I want you to do. Which is... I'll speak with the mayor about the incident. I want you two to check out the inside of the house. You mean, like an on-site investigation? Are you sure we're up to the task? Since we're all here, splitting up would be the best way to cover the most ground, no? Alright, we'll see what we can do. Be prudent and accurate. Alright, Mayor Klaus. Now how about we talk in the parlor? Sure. Now where to begin? An on-site investigation, huh? I'm starting to get butterflies in my stomach. How about we start with this room? And let's not forget to ask for witness statements from the other residents. Sounds like a plan. And that plan will be executed in the next video. As for now, I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.